Welcome to another edition of Office Hours. I have to share with you how much I'm enjoying using this new medium to communicate in a very personal way to the campus. Today I'd like to just talk a little bit about our spring commencement, which was a huge success on the campus about a week ago. And one of the best parts of the campus, of course, was seeing those talented men and women students crossing the stage and entering into the next phase of their lives. We had two really excellent commencement speakers. One was Nancy Schlichting, the CEO of the Henry Ford Health System, and the other was Ishmael Ahmed, the director of the Michigan Department of Human Services. Each of them had a perspective on the challenges that young people are facing, but also some of the opportunities that they have in entering into positions of productive engagement with our community. One other great piece of the commencement ceremonies was we recognized two really accomplished people with the campus's Distinguished Leadership Award. In the morning ceremony, we recognized Ishmael Ahmed for all of his contributions, including especially his leadership in directing and organizing and moving forward access. And in the afternoon, we recognized Mr. Arthur Kochoff, a name familiar to all of us, through Kochoff Hall, and we were able to recognize Mr. Kochoff for his sterling example of lifelong learning and also his marvelous, along with Mary, his marvelous commitment to the campus. I had the pleasure of bringing my video camera with me to the commencement, which I then brought with me to a conversation which I had first with Nancy Schlichting and then with Ish Ahmed. And so I was able to record a conversation with both of our commencement speakers. And I'd like to refer you to the video of that conversation with Nancy Schlichting. Unfortunately, due to a technical malfunction having to do with the lens cap, I was not able to get usable video of Ish's interview, and so I'd like to redo that interview and share it with you at a later time. Well, I'm sitting with Nancy Schlichting, the CEO of Henry Ford Health System, and Nancy has just given the commencement address for our School of Management and College of Engineering and Computer Science, and it was an outstanding speech.
Thank you. It was my pleasure. What an honor to be here today on this special day.
The young people and the graduates had lots to learn from what you had to say.
Thank you.
I was kind of wondering if we could maybe take a minute and talk about metropolitan impact. Because I know that that's a major concern for you in the hospital system,
right.
And it's a major concern for us here on the campus. And so if you could just talk for maybe just a couple minutes about some of the big metropolitan challenges that you see, and then how universities and UM-Dearborn in particular can be a part of the solutions.
Well, that's how we look at it at Henry Ford. We think that, we're here in Detroit. We're one of the anchors, just as you are. And, we have to find solutions. We have the opportunity to contribute and change things. And clearly right now, we're very worried about what's happening economically to the state. And specifically for us in healthcare, it's creating tremendous demand for uninsured patients. And we've seen just in the last year about a 30% increase in uninsured patients at Henry Ford Hospital. So we're very concerned about that. But at the same time, we have to think, okay, what can we do? How can we contribute? So we're looking at new ambulatory models to improve primary care access for patients that don't have insurance. We're looking for more funding because we need more funding to help support our mission. But we also want to be part of the technological growth and the economic advantage that healthcare can bring to communities. In this state, it's been predominantly seen, healthcare has been seen as a cost only. But in fact, if you look at many communities across the country, Philadelphia, Boston, Cleveland, North Carolina, healthcare is viewed as one of the key economic drivers of success. So for us, we want to think about how we can bring our really robust research program. We're one of the top research programs in the country. We're a huge medical education organization. We train over 800 residents and fellows each year. So we can drive innovation. We can help be part of the solution for Michigan.
And I suppose a key there is having, as Henry Ford Health System has, a national reputation, so that you're bringing patients from outside for some of the specialized services.
We do. We bring patients from around the world for prostate cancer care because we created the whole new mode of providing care through robotics. But we also, are part of this community, and we feel our mission is both. We are nationally known, but we're also locally very important, so we have to balance both of those missions.
Our afternoon speaker is, as you know, Ish Ahmed.
Oh, absolutely. He used to serve on our board.
Health and Human Services in the state of Michigan. And I know that one of his central concerns is the issue of poverty and how our economy has really made it even more difficult for poor people in the state. And that's a lot of the issue that you were talking about just a few minutes ago. So there's a lot of room for collaboration between private and semi-private universities, state agencies, and so forth to address a lot of these questions.
Well, and education is the key, because frankly, if we can help people get jobs through their educational experiences, both baccalaureate, associate's degree, all types of opportunity. And we're doing that actually starting in the high school now. We have an early college high school with the Dearborn Public Schools and Henry Ford Community College, which is certainly a neighbor of yours. And we're looking at ways to get allied health professions starting in 9th grade, so people have something when they're done. They have a job, they have a credential, and they can continue on with their education even beyond that. So
great. Well, we at UM-Dearborn have framed our mission in terms of metropolitan impact. We think that educating, as you saw today, some really talented students, and about 80% of them historically have stayed in the region. So we think that being able to provide that great education to people who are likely to stay in this region and contribute, that's a major contribution. But we also think that the research and the kind of curricular development that we do here on the campus can be focused in a way that actually has some impact on some of these most important problems that the region is facing.
Well, it's terrific you're here, and we appreciate it because we work together in terms of some of the graduates being part of our health system.
Well, that's just really great. Well, Nancy, I want to thank you for just taking a couple of minutes, but also
pleasure.
Much more deeply, I want to thank you for giving such an inspirational and wonderful talk to our graduating seniors.
It was an honor to do it.
Thank you.
One
other comment I wanted to make while it's still fresh in my mind is what an inspiring scene it is to go to the luncheon between the two ceremonies on the campus, where we recognize usually the 5 Chancellor's Medallion winners, students from each of the schools and colleges on the campus selected by the faculty. The thing which is really just outstanding about this ceremony is the diversity and the excellence and the family connections of the young people, and sometimes not the young people, who are recognized. It's simply a really inspiring thing to see the diversity and the talent and accomplishment of the students who attend UM-Dearborn.